Welcome back to the M&J's World podcast, helping family generations of tomorrow grow and succeed. And now, your hosts, Mateo and Jennifer Verg.
The challenges of weight loss.
Management.
I mean management, excuse me. I'm sorry. I messed it up already. Welcome back. And so we're going to be talking about the challenges of weight management. It seems like it's a topic that can use some attention, right?
Yeah.
But why did you want to explain the reason why we worded it this way?
Yes, because weight loss is for ones who need to lose the weight, but management would be for everyone.
Right.
Including the ones that are healthy but don't consider themselves as healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's weight loss management or weight management.
Weight management makes more sense, yeah, because you go up and down on things. It's not, right. I think the proof is in the pudding. I would love to gain weight, and this is something we talk about all the time.
Yeah,
how do you go about the process of
managing a healthy weight that you feel comfortable at being?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and at the same time, you're not hurting yourself. I think it was probably when we first started talking about this topic when we were doing our research. This was like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I mentioned was drugs are bad. When we're talking about illegal drugs, someone who's on heroin or any other type of drugs that physically drains your body.
Yeah, because certain drugs also causes...
That's not good health. That's not good weight management.
No.
And those aren't good healthy decisions. So disclaimer, don't do drugs. Dare was right.
And then again, there's also people who have health issues.
Yeah, right.
That causes like people with cancer, weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to manage yourself. Mm-hmm. I guess it's Kelly Clarkson. She's now the one that everyone seems to be having rumors about.
No, there was some. Yeah, it sounds like there was some criticism. I don't know. How did these things start? Like, is this something that just trends on like TikTok or something, and people come across the wind of this stuff? Like, I don't know how news like nowadays
but why would
circulates,
it matter either.
Right. And this was also something we discussed. The comparison of how responsible does a celebrity have to be? And I think one of the articles you were reading was explaining this, like how much is too much information or too little? You know what I mean?
Anyone needs to share,
right?
A celebrity or not.
Yeah,
you should not. If you don't feel comfortable sharing information, you do not need to.
Right. It's a personal thing. It's a personal option. They're human beings just as much as we are. I don't see a reason why. And now I will say this. What's been cool about this experience for us personally is that we came across a lot of information we would not have known about
unless we were doing the research
until we heard this and we started scratching our heads and we're like, okay, what? And we're going to get into some of that here on the show today.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to. Well, let's focus on the topic at hand here, right? Because we're talking about comparing ourselves to a celebrity. We shouldn't do that.
No.
The best way is to do what?
It's just that
talk to your motherfucking doctor.
Right.
Talk to your mother doctor, because
you should, no matter if someone says that I'm taking this medication to do this, you should just be happy for them. You shouldn't have to rumorize or make rumors on
out of something.
If this person is not telling you exactly what it is they're taking or what they're doing, don't rumor that they're doing something.
Right.
If that's not what they told you.
And that's what's concerning, because I'm like thinking to myself, it reminds me of the whole Trump situation. He said something about drinking chlorine, something or another, on national TV, and then made this whole the crazy thing about it. Well, it kind of reminds me of that, because then we got people running around saying Ozempic and stabbing themselves with something they shouldn't be, because that product is specifically for people with diabetes.
Right.
Let me put that up on the screen real quick so we can see that. So Ozempic is a product that is specifically for people with diabetes or issues with blood sugar levels. And this isn't the only product that exists for this kind of stuff. Right. You know, it says here, once weekly, along with diet and exercise, lowers blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes. So sounds like an amazing product. I mean, for people that have those health issues, those health concerns, and whatever is recommended from your doctor. I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
That's what I'm saying. If it's prescribed and it's actually being, what is it?
Administered?
By the doctor, right, where they check you and make sure everything's fine, it should not matter.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It shouldn't.
I don't, right. I mean.
But yeah, it's all about, personal.
And there's a lot of people who think that, eating right and exercise is the only thing that's going to make somebody lose weight, and it won't. If they have health problems, that's stopping it.
Oh, right. And you can speak from personal experience.
Yes.
You have thyroid.
I have thyroid, which I have not been taking my medication for that.
Yeah.
And I also have not been losing weight, but I also don't eat unhealthy. Mm-hmm. So
and I think that leads into that whole conversation that we had, which was not, again, several days ago, where we were circling back around about creating healthy habits. Mm-hmm. And I think something that's important for people to realize is a healthy habit is something you do
daily,
religiously. Mm-hmm. You do it consistently. You do it on a regular basis.
Your teeth.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You do that daily. You're supposed to, but a lot don't.
Right.
I'm guilty of that. I don't every day.
Guilty as charged. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And mm-hmm. those healthy habits, though, have a payout.
Right.
Something a payload that comes with it,
mm-hmm.
a benefit.
Yeah.
And I think the same plays with, creating a regimen with exercising, things like that. Mm-hmm. But when we're talking about weight management, okay, mind you, not weight loss.
Not always weight loss, right?
Just weight management.
Because you've had where you've taken insures and they've made you sick, Mm-hmm. You have a bottle that you haven't even opened.
Protein, powder. I know. Tell me about it. Uh-huh. But again, those are my bad habits of not creating those good habits and making it a repetitious thing where I just
mm-hmm.
Stay in that flow. And God willing,
again, it's all about dedication, motivation. Which again, I think that's my big thing is not motivating myself
mm-hmm.
to get into the habit of doing what
good
I
workflows
know,
like
right?
That. Yeah,
what I know I need to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
it's important.
Honestly, if I just reach out to my own doctor about weight management,
mm-hmm. Right,
about helping, and if I need to get on that medication, why not do that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to now talk to them about that, but it's also motivation,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know what's gonna give me motivation, but I did just graduate.
Right. Congratulations. I gotta say it again officially on air.
I did just graduate.
I said it a million times off air, but
I just got my high school diploma at 36. So my next step is, college.
Right.
So hopefully the weight management
plays into it.
All of it, right. Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call the flow of life. It's just right. I mean, just going through the wave of life, and it's never too late. Mm-hmm. That's the most important thing. I almost cried from seeing that 92-year-old lady on the stage there getting her high school diploma
and I am proud
at 92
that
years old.
I actually got to be in the same category as her.
Right. She's your alumni.
92.
A 92-year-old is one of your alumni, man. Mm-hmm. That sweet old lady. I wish I had her picture ready to show on stream. Mm-hmm. I can plug it in later. But man, it was just, it's amazing to see those kind of opportunities like that. It almost made me cry sitting there, seeing that, because I'm like,
I did cry.
Yeah. And I've been through the same experiences through college. Yeah.
Listening to her story was Wow.
I've been through the same thing through college. You see some 60-year-old guy that's there still going through college, and I'm there as this young 18-year-old kid fresh out of high school, out of high school, 19 at the time, and going to school with these older individuals. I'm like, at that time as a young adult, I kind of looked like, why are you here? It didn't make sense to me as a young adult.
Because you just are freshly out of high school and you're
right.
like, yeah.
Now I look back and I'm like, yeah, you stupid little kid. It makes all the sense now.
It matters.
The education, the knowledge, and just growing. And yeah, it matters. It matters 100%. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go on a tandem, but we got to get back on topic. Get back on topic here. So management.
But no, that's what this is all that, yes. It matters for the simple fact is that no matter how old you are, there's always going to be obstacles in the way that also stops you from,
deters you from it.
Even weight management.
Yep. Right.
So if something as simple as taking a medication is going to help put you back on that regimen, why not?
Right. And do it wisely with your doctor.
Yep.
With their advice, and the management of weight with healthy habits. Yeah. So not just getting on a medication because, I just want to take this medicine and I just want to thin out.
No, because that's not the only thing you do. You
that's
don't
not
take
healthy.
it and don't stop. You still have to exercise and eat. You still have to do all that.
I mean, I was shocked yesterday when we looked at the My Plan on the amount of calories, and it shows on there the dieting, what the government current standards are.
Okay, but that's for BMI, body mass index. You cannot take body mass index into consideration because it does not count.
I mean, not that you don't want to take it into consideration, but you shouldn't just lean on it as a main piece of, just like, calories, right? They're all pieces of tools that are useful, but
it's not all like,
you got to mold it.
Especially the ones that count calories.
Right.
I've seen the calorie intake, like what you're supposed to do to manage a healthy weight.
Isn't it crazy?
I can't even do that though. Sometimes I don't even eat that much to even.
Well, yeah, you're a bird eater. Me, on the other hand, you can give me 2 steaks in one day and I'll be happy, breakfast and dinner.
But even for you, they're telling you only 5 ounces of meat.
I know, right? It's crazy. You look at the government standards for what, according to and these are the standards.
I don't get it.
Let's actually bring that up on the screen really quick.
Yeah.
These are the standards that are set by the government. Okay. According to My Plate, for anyone who's not familiar with this,
the pyramid,
the food
pyramid.
chart, food pyramid, which was the original.
This was right.
Yeah.
So this was the original.
Is this the one you remember?
Yes.
I mean, this is what's on Wikipedia, but this is the food chart that many of us at least from the 80s and 90s babies.
Well, that's 1992 to 2005.
Yeah, this is what we would recall as our standards. This has been replaced. And so a lot of, I did this research. This is the first time I've done this research because I researched this I would say 5-6 years ago. And I said to myself, I'm like, and I seen this, My Plate. And I'm like, what?
Right.
Where's the chart? I'm like, where's the pyramid? I'm looking for a pyramid.
Right. We had to search for the pyramid.
Right. And so you read through it, it says, remember the food pyramid? Well, meet My Plate.
They took it away?
Yeah. Right. So things have changed. And basically you start researching into this and it's kind of shocking. It kind of surprised me. We entered our stats,
right?
Because if you go based off of BMI, which does play into all this, using this calculator, and so there's a lot of calculators online. I don't know what anyone is using, but I just go based off government standards because it's the most accessible for us as human beings to get reliable information from standards. So typically that's why I lean towards government standards. But National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, this is their...
This is for their BMI, their body mass index. And this is... So underweight, this would be what you would be... Their category, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you are 18.5 or under, you're underweight.
Mm-hmm.
Normal weight would be for 18 to 24.
18 and a half to almost 25, 24.9.
That's just normal weight.
Yeah.
Overweight.
It's 25 to almost 30, 29.9.
And then anything
obesity is
30 or greater is obesity.
And you can go through, if you click on the view the BMI tables, that shows the more manual layout of this table here.
Like inches, which like I don't do my inches.
So this is subjective information. It's opinionated subjective information of recommendations, and which is great. It's great and all. You did some numbers. You did like your mom. You entered the kids.
Right.
Did yourself. The numbers we were seeing were kind of, we don't have to do it on live, but we were seeing fluctuating information where we said, yeah, that kind of makes sense, but then it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And what was your reasoning behind it? Why you didn't agree with it?
Because muscles also is heavier than
Muscles weight.
Yes.
Carries a weight to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you cannot go based on the full BMI. Again, like your mother is a short lady,
Right.
but she's very active,
Yeah.
and her BMI will not match what
it would show her probably on one of those higher
overweight,
categories.
like she's overweight,
But she's not.
No.
Her body's fit. Yeah.
and she's the most active person that I know.
Right. She walks
cannot
and
go based on
travels everywhere. She's always on her feet.
You guys know when people sit there and put others down, or when you insult someone based on their weight, because you don't know what they're dealing with.
Right. Yeah.
You don't.
Trauma.
No one knows what someone's dealing with. Someone could have a weight problem, and that hurts them. But even the ones that are taking medication to help them, don't put them down.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
No. So the BMIs, I don't agree with that.
It's subjective. Yeah, it's very subjective. It gives you a target range, but I mean, at the end of the day,
it also teaches little girls or even anyone that you're supposed to be based in this. Like me, if I was to go down to what they're stating,
you
my
would be
weight,
a toothpick.
I would look sick.
Right. You'd be looking like one of those drug addict kind of slimmed out toothpick.
I won't do that.
Right.
That's not
and
how-
so. And you know, from what samples we saw from Kelly Clarkson on stage,
right,
she looks healthy. There's nothing there that's like
right.
And so, it's a valid point what she was saying with Goldberg. It's if anyone's interested, it's an NBC series. I'm not gonna get into that, but it speaks in large terms that you got to talk to your doctor. And it's an inner thing as well as where you're comfortable. Obviously,
Exactly.
Kelly was not comfortable where she was,
Which is why she talked to her doctor,
right?
And health reasons, which if you want to get into and if they want to watch it,
right?
You have the article.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the article, and this is.
Do you want me to play it back?
Yeah.
Sure, I can do that. We'll wait for the ad there.
Again, this is. The reason she did it is because of health. You guys can clearly see it says blood work got so bad.
Kelly Clarkson sets records straight on Ozempic rumors, says she started medication after blood work got so bad.
And
so she had a concern.
Okay, and she never mentioned what it was she was exactly taking.
Right,
so
right.
For that to, be rumored that she was taking something.
Yeah.
Is also wrong.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yes, some celebrities will put some. So let me just stop talking.
Grammy Award-winning singer revealing for the first time that she uses medication for weight loss during a conversation with Whoopi Goldberg on the Kelly Clarkson Show.
First of all, it's all the weight I've lost because I've lost almost 2 people.
Congratulations.
I lost a lot as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Clarkson emphasizing that she does not use Ozempic.
Everybody thinks it's Ozempic. It's not. It's something else. But it's something that aids in helping break down the sugar. Obviously, my body doesn't do it right.
But says she's on a different medication.
My doctor chased me for like 2 years, and I was like, no, I'm afraid of it. I already have thyroid problems. I was afraid.
After fans praised Clarkson's new look earlier this year, the singer credited diet.
That looks healthy. Like there's nothing there that indicates any sort of concern.
That does look a little, but she had kids.
Right.
You know, it could be a baby weight because I have that also.
Yeah.
And health problems. Cause,
your body does, and as you age,
but again, to me, she
ages.
even looks healthy.
Right.
She doesn't look like way over
no
unhealthy like.
An exercise with her transformation.
And this was something else we just mentioned a little bit ago. She's always looked happy.
Always.
No matter the circumstance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Telling people that she had a more active lifestyle and eats healthier.
Look, always happy, always smiling.
That medication has also helped
that doesn't mean we don't go through our ups and downs. We do.
Right.
It's part of life.
I was like, my heaviest, I was like 203.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'3.5".
Yeah.
What? yeah. But it's funny though, because people assume.
My heaviest was 230.
Right.
So being at
and that was
and that's being two.
Now is that after Tommy or Michelle?
That was after Tommy.
So after the second
After
baby.
a second, it was 230.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'2", so a little bit shorter than her.
Right. Then you equate in postpartum depression and everything else.
Right. Again, so
there's a lot of factors in life. It's not just one easy path.
I'm right now about 175.
Yeah.
So from 230 to 175, that's a lot.
That's a big jump.
But I still got a lot that I want to go.
Right. I mean, you look back at some of the videos that are on the YouTube channel, you see it there. You can see the change.
I know.
Oh, she must have been miserable or depressed or whatever. And I was like, no, I was not. I was not.
But the superstar says she needed a change. Drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro have become increasingly popular for weight loss.
See, they showed Zepbound.
Celebrities. Most famously, Oprah, who back in December shared that she used a medication and just last week reflected on her public discussion of weight loss in the past.
I have been a steadfast participant in this diet culture.
Other celebrities have discussed taking
everyone
drugs,
goes through it.
NBA legend Charles Barkley,
I don't understand why there's so much rumors.
Taking Mounjaro.
Yeah.
I started this drug called Mounjaro.
I think Mounjaro is also, I believe,
for diabetes.
I believe.
About 6 months ago. It's been.
But the crazy thing is like, you know, science is ever evolving.
Right.
Science is ever evolving. So technology is going to change. Discoveries are going to change. When I worked at Journey, one of the big things that we talked about administratively is the whole, and I don't want to get into too much detail with it, but with COVID in general. And there's a lot of advancement in health technology that came out of being devastated by a pandemic the way it was. There's a lot of advancement in the biochemical world of industries, and I don't know anything about science and all that, but I do know what was discussed and what we've learned through the years, that there has been advancements with technology. That shouldn't come as a surprise,
right?
And technology specifically in health. I'm sorry, continue.
Amazing.
Now, after a long journey, Kelly Clarkson is speaking out, hitting the high notes of a healthy lifestyle and feeling great.
Kelly mentioned that she'd spoken to her doctor because she was trying to figure out the right path to go to lose weight. So what made her decide to go this route?
So, Hoda, she said back in January that she was pre-diabetic and that her doctors had been chasing her for about 2 years to do something about it. And you heard her say just there on her show that at her highest, she was right over 200 pounds, but that she has a small frame. She's 5'3", and that it didn't really bother her, but it got to the point that she finally saw her blood work and knew that she
it didn't bother her. She was happy, no matter, even if she was.
Didn't specify what she's on, but she says.
But the reason for this drug is because she was pre-diabetic.
So anyone who's watching and maybe they're a little bit confused by these medications, a little scared or whatever. So Ozempic is one of them. Okay, these aren't anything to be scared of. These are just, again,
they're
innovations.
Doctor-given medication.
Right.
You know, doctor.
Speak to your doctor. Not us. We are not doctors. There's also Mounjaro. And the one they didn't really speak much on, but it's out there, is Zepbound. You can do your own research on those if you'd like, but they are injections that are related to this whole
weight management
chatter that we're hearing about these products. Yeah, of weight management. But at the end of the day, we on the show want to talk about weight management because it's more than just a drug.
Right.
It's more about your health, your dieting, and we'll transition back to that in a moment. I don't know. Was there much else on
She
this?
feels great, and she finally has regulated her issues that were going on in her body, and that she finally had to do something about it. But she also says it's healthy it's walking, eating healthy.
Right.
Eating healthy.
So the medication, the reason she got on it is because of her having pre-diabetes. She was pre-diabetic.
Is she?
She was.
Oh,
that's why she said, I need to stop this. And that's the reason why she ended up getting on the medication was to help. So she does not become a diabetic.
Yeah.
But she was happy prior.
Yeah.
Before finding her blood work.
Right. And for many parents like Kelly, like yourself, pre-gestational diabetes is a thing. So
I had that.
Right. And so that the woman's body in particular, as a caregiver and as a mom, it goes through a lot. So there's a lot going on there. We can definitely attest to that.
Yep.
Let's keep moving along.
So them are the different medications.
Now let's transition back to some of the things that you've tried and some things that you recommended. One of them was the apple cider vinegar, right?
So I have done, as you can tell, I've been up and down with my weight forever. I after our son, I ended up taking apple cider vinegar along with doing this regimen of the military.
Let me put that back on the screen.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Of also doing this diet, the military diet. I did do that. And I was losing some weight.
Right.
But I was also not healthily taking care of myself, so I stopped it. As of you gotta take vitamins. I wasn't doing vitamins with this. I'm also anemic.
Yeah, so iron is kind of a factor in that too.
I don't take iron pills, which I should.
Yeah.
So I stopped it, but I was losing some weight on this, along with taking the apple cider vinegar. And these two, I mean, they're healthy. Militaries.
Right.
Your friend, he did that diet.
Yeah. So anyone who's actually, let me go back to the, so just so everyone's aware, as far as apple cider vinegar, these are supplements that you can get at a local vitamin store. The most common one we often hear nationwide is Swanson. So we're
My
utilizing
mother
that.
is obsessed with the Swanson's vitamins.
Yeah.
She always gets her vitamins from Swanson.
Yeah.
My mom is a nut when it comes to actually
natural remedies and health. Yeah.
Yes. So
and that was the thing is when we looked at her BMI, she was perfect.
Yeah, she was normal for her height and
even with some error on both sides, you were still hitting reasonable BMI numbers.
Because I was like, I know slightly how much she weighs, but I don't know quite. So I kind of did more and
she has loose, in all due respect, she has some loose skin. Granted, that comes from weight loss,
and that also, but that also comes with
some of the physical activity, maybe
exercising. Right, she doesn't. She don't exercise.
Right.
So that's where
but I think what I think is also important in something like that, and why we call this weight management, is that even though you're at a higher weight level, when you come down, there are maybe some scars that you experience through that process, but you got to be willing to embrace that, though. That's and maybe that might scare someone away from maybe losing weight because of the after effect of, oh, my body's gonna have saggy skin, or I'm gonna.
But again, exercising.
But don't let that deter you.
But exercising,
and the exercising helps.
It.
Yeah.
If you are taking injections or you're taking, medication,
and that's the thing, we don't know what that medication is doing.
Right.
We can't speak on it. We're not doctors.
But I did state I would want to try it. as a
talk to your doctor, right, and see how that.
But I am going to talk to my doctor, which is why I got my doctor's appointment. I could bring up them 3 medications to my doctor to see how they
advice.
would. Or maybe she just says.
Would you agree though? Wouldn't you agree though? It probably would be best to start some of the home habits, right?
That's what I was about to say.
So you can transition
because she could
together
also
with
tell
that.
Me, she could also tell me that with just daily exercise, and cutting out, because I do sodas, cutting out sodas and eating chips and stuff. Yeah, because I'm bad for that. But we all are. Cakes.
I don't. I think my thing is though, one of the things that I remember, and
also portion controls.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of this is real or a joke. You know, we hear so much in media, we don't know what to believe anymore nowadays. But it takes me back to one of the memories of one of Floyd Mayweather Jr. doing kind of like a vlog type. It was behind the scenes.
Or something?
Yeah,
the cheeseburger.
And he was like, he always has to have like a Big Mac or a cheeseburger.
Before his fight.
Yeah, or something like that, or practice, or I don't remember what it was. But it was just the fact that he likes to slam some junk food every once in a while. But it was taken so serious on that episode, on that show. Like some I think it sounded like maybe some of his athletic coaches, or I don't know how his manager, which I don't know, was it his, I think his dad was his manager for, I don't know. But I don't know the history behind him. I just watch him whoop everybody's ass.
It's like it's an everyday habit.
Yeah. So like,
which is my problem. I don't get into that habit. And my doctor could just say, all you need is that habit. And you don't need shots or medication or anything.
Yeah. And granted,
but I do know I need my medication for my thyroid.
When we talk about thyroid, and Kelly Clarkson mentions blood work, I think that goes hand in hand to say, well, that's an important aspect, is to see your doctor.
Yes.
You know, work with your doctor and make sure that you have a plan in place that works well for your body specifically.
I know, because I know for one, my thyroid, because I am on a medication that helps. I'm not gonna, I guess I can get into it. I'm on ADHD medication.
Right. Yeah.
And that helps me suppress my eating. Like, it helps me to not crave food.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
again, and that's the thing, is because.
But again, no exercise. I think if I was to get in the exercise along with still taking my medication daily, I would lose the weight.
And technology changes when it comes to, and maybe we'll do a whole nother episode on ADHD, because we're both victims of it.
Right. You just recently stopped yours, you know, and I just recently started mine.
And mine is, my reason behind retiring a medication like that is, well, there's a lot. That's a story for another day.
Exactly.
Let's take a quick break, quick mid-roll here. We'll be right back, and then we'll continue our journey in our discussions.
All right. Settle down there, Socrates and Aristotle, with your financial wisdom. We need a commercial break, people. But before we hit the jingle jackpot, lend me your ears, you beautiful broke listeners. Ever heard of Ramsey Solutions? No? Then you're probably out there using coupons for Beanie Babies. This ain't some shady used car salesman situation, folks. We don't get a dime for this. Nope. We just stumbled onto some financial gold and figured, why hoard it all for ourselves? It's like finding a 20 in your grandma's couch, gotta share the wealth. Head over to RamseySolutions.com. That's Ramsey with an S, folks, not like that uncle who spells everything wrong on Facebook. Need to get your finances out of the dumpster fire zone? Buy a house without living in a cardboard box? Ramsey Solutions has all the tips you need to stop counting pennies and start stacking those sweet, sweet dollars. Because, let's face it, financial planning in school, more like napping and doodling dreams of owning a yacht. Ramsey Solutions is here to wake you up and show you the ropes, people. Guys, listen. They have tons of free tools on their website, from calculators to full-blown budgeting apps to help you on your path to financial freedom. It all starts with yourself. Don't wait on getting yourself caught up financially. Check them out today. Again, that's RamseySolutions.com. Take care, everyone, and have yourself a blessed day. This has been a quick mid-roll message from Joe. Back to you, Mr. Mateo, and the infamous Mrs. Jen. You guys are the true G's. Okay, I'm done now. Back to you guys.
Joe, really, I don't really think our listeners really like you to call them broke.
Yeah, we wanted to cut that segment, but we had to keep rolling. We can't cut segments on this show. We
just maybe next time, watch what you say.
Right, you gotta, broke? Come on, man. That's rough. Wow. That hurts. Anyway.
But thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe, for the wonderful recommendation. No, big props to Ramsey Solutions.
Yes.
They're a great organization, 100%. No joke.
We actually started with some Ramsey Solutions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great organization. Well, we thought maybe jumping into this. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this is. You want to elaborate? Oh.
Are you making every bite count?
Yeah.
Do you think you're making every bite count?
I don't think so. I'm confident I'm not.
I actually think I'm confident that I'm not.
Yeah.
At least not to their standards of what they think we should be.
Right.
All right. We're going to do this based on
We're gonna like mush our results together. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay. M&J.
What are your top 3 healthy eating goals?
Okay. Well, what do you think? For me personally, I want to get to a healthy weight. Because I need to get there. I mean, maintaining a healthy weight is one thing. I don't even know what that looks like, but I would say getting to a healthy weight would be my direction.
So not maintaining?
No, I'm not there yet. See, because once I get to that healthy weight, then the question is, then what do I do to maintain it? And do I really have to stick to this my plan of eating only 2 cups of fruits per day? Because if so, I'm going to get pissed off real quick.
Okay. So for me, it would probably be to feel better about myself.
Fair. Okay. Let's see. Help get my family on track. I think that's a good one, right?
Especially
get the family on track.
It's not just also,
it's not just us.
No, and Michelle, she's
right.
She. Okay, so our children are total opposites.
Yeah, they are,
and they look total like my son is more me. Our daughter is more him.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that would be the third.
I think those are good ones.
Okay.
The energy one, increase energy. I don't think I need that.
I have enough.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not on my meds for my stuff, but I'm still like,
right.
I'm like out there still. It doesn't.
I am too, and I mean, I have not taken
your medication either. So
right.
yeah.
So I'm kind of up there.
Right.
Which of the following are preventing you from eating healthy?
The following are preventing you from eating healthy.
Which are the following?
Others in the household do not want to. Eesh, that's a tough one. No support system, someone to help me stay on track. That sounds like one for you, maybe, right? Because I know you mentioned that.
Yeah, I have nobody to
and
go
I'm
down
sorry.
there. I'm no motivation to go down to.
Yeah, I feel like I'm messing up on that as a husband. It's like I got to do better on that. Apparently,
but you also want to get.
That's the problem, though, because I'm not secure with myself
so
either.
It's like we both need to, but neither of us have the motivation.
Right. Yeah, that's messed up.
So we need to we need to be each other's motivation.
We need to drag around each other to find someone else to motivate us, apparently.
Right.
Sheesh. Oh man.
It don't cost too much because we have a fitness right in there.
Yeah, it's literally 2 doors away. So that's not.
And then
takes too much time.
Oh, 30 minutes.
For crying out loud, we have so much free time. It's disgusting. Well, yeah, but even if we did, we'd still have plenty of time.
That's 8 hours of a work day.
Right.
You still have.
Out of those 12 hours, you take out half an hour of that or an hour to exercise?
Taste and flavor? No, because we can always make our own
Excuse me, what is this quiz about?
Eating. What's preventing
Oh, preventing taste? Nah.
No, because we do our own flavors.
Yeah. So I don't know, and I think once you get to a healthy balance, it's like then you can have that easy going with salt. I don't know. A lot of people seem afraid of salt, but I don't know if that's just a lot of high blood pressure nowadays. I don't know.
I don't really know which other one besides this.
We just suck. We just don't have a support system. And here we are on a freaking podcast trying to encourage other people.
Right. And we can't even encourage ourselves. What is that about?
No, okay. How many do we need? Select all that apply? Okay, that's probably it, right?
Yeah.
I think this really...
And convenience?
No.
I
just don't see it.
I just don't.
Okay, let's keep going.
How familiar are you with My Plate? Not familiar at all.
No.
With the pyramid food perch like that, I am.
So this, just a quick pause here on this, because this is actually something else we talked about off air, was the fact that we have all been raised in a household where we were used to eating a certain way.
Right.
So, I mean, religiously, that kind of like we're saying that basically, we share our ancestry's connections on our eating habits, because depending on how you eat at home, it's going to probably carry on with you in some way, shape, or form. So, I think that is a big factor when we're talking about, are we familiar with My Plate? I think pretty much everyone is to an extent. We all know grains and bread and milk
protein and dairy. And,
right. The basic concepts of it. To be honest with you, if you go through the entire My Plate book, it's all of that just in detail. So, and there might be a lot there that's useful for the young generations out there.
Then.
I don't want to be cocky and honest, like over the top. I would say somewhat familiar. That's our second best option there.
Okay. Is this your first time visiting My Plate?
No. Not for us. We had discussed this years ago.
Now let's look into what you're currently eating. How often do you eat fruit group?
From the fruit group. 0 to 2. Dang. I'm messing up. Ooh, wait.
Is that you?
I hate to answer that question because I think that's where I land is, in the 0 to 2 days per week. That's not good. I mean juices, but then I'm drinking juices that got high fructose in them.
No, that's why it even says 100% fruit juice.
No, we're talking like 5%
okay,
over
but
here.
That's why I wanted to get 100% juices from Juicy Juice, and you're like, no, Tropicana. We gotta drink Tropicana.
It tastes good, man. It's good stuff.
All that sugar.
Oh man, love it. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're
Bad
that.
habits. Yeah,
it sucks, but we're that.
You too? Or get that?
Well, I had fruits.
You don't ever get lonely, and then you just stand there by the fridge and then like grab a grape.
That's why them fruits were in there because I ate them the other day.
Okay.
But I would still stay 2 days a week.
0 to 2 days a week.
I would at least say 2 days, not 0.
We're rarely, we're rarely.
Which sucks, man.
Okay.
How often do you eat vegetables?
I like my vegetables.
I would say about that.
On a good week, if we're not like poor and broke. On a good week, occasionally. Yeah, because I like.
Well, guess what? That's probably why Joe called our listeners broke listeners.
Exactly.
Because we're broke too, huh?
Ran by example. Set by example.
He was actually talking to us.
Jeez, I'm putting myself on the cutting block.
Joe, you were talking to us, weren't you?
Subliminally, I didn't even realize it. There's a slap in the face.
Right.
No, but I love my green beans.
I mean, I do too. I like broccoli, which
broccoli's good. Yeah. Oh, peppers. Sign me up. See, they add the pepper, but see, I like mine. I like mine as often always, but usually it's occasionally. But why do they got to keep the pepper out of the occasional picture?
I don't know.
All right. How often do you eat dark green vegetables?
Like we said, I like my broccoli.
Yeah, I think we're on the occasionally for that.
I do like my green onions. I like my green peppers. So I would
maybe often. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Orange vegetables.
Red and orange vegetables. Does that? Okay, so we're just talking like carrots and tomatoes.
I love carrots, but I'm not really for tomatoes. But sweet
potatoes. What about pumpkins?
What about ketchup?
That don't count.
It's a tomato.
That don't count. It's got like all kinds of stuff in it.
There's no ketchup.
No way. No.
Okay. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm not much for tomato.
I love tomatoes.
I know you do, but do you like squash?
No, I love carrots and tomatoes,
but you only eat carrots when it's cooked.
Yeah, I'm not much into the raw tomatoes.
I eat raw, so
yeah.
That's why you don't ever eat carrots.
See, that's why they got the mixed vegetables. That's the best way to do it, because then you get a blend of them in there.
Beans. Oh, we do like some beans though.
Yes. Sign me up for beans.
And what is lent? What is it?
Lentils.
Lentils.
Don't mind that person. This is just us observing information before we make sure our stuff's verified. Lentils.
It's like beans in a way, right? It's all kind of like beans. So that whole entire
are they like kind of like the
beans.
White ones or whatever? Okay.
Well, that one says red lentils.
Oh, or higher fiber. So I guess if you're so what it sounds like to me is like if you're a little bit lacking on protein or fiber, maybe then you want to go to lentils. Usually not for us because I was raised in a Spanish eating home.
With some meat.
Yeah, so usually like we would do our rice and beans with chicken because, so the chicken, you're going to get some protein and fiber from that. So we didn't really use, lentils weren't really a thing in my Spanish family, personally.
Yeah, and with me, I mean...
Okay, let's keep rolling. We gotta...
All right, so I would say occasionally with beans at least.
Yeah.
I mean, because this also says kidney beans,
Pinto, soybeans, black-eyed peas,
right.
split peas. I love a lot of those.
So we do kidney beans when I do my chili.
I personally would do red beans with the rice, but I know the kids aren't big on. Well, Michelle's not big on.
I love the red rice with the beans.
Yeah.
So occasionally on that.
Yeah.
How often do you eat from the grains
group? We eat quite often from that group.
I would say often on that
we're
one.
almost Italian. No kidding.
Okay, how often do you eat whole grains? Oh, we don't eat whole.
Oh, yikes, no. I've tried to dabble in this area a little bit once in a while, like getting like
because you don't do brown rice.
Yeah, I try to get like wheat chips and stuff, but I get scared and I walk away. Let's be honest, never rarely. It was just
Me either. Oh, we just recently starting to get from
You've been falling
fish.
into some seafood.
I have been starting to do more
I would say often,
now.
always on this one.
We do, and then we do
love
eggs.
our meats and
we just had some eggs yesterday.
Throw it all in my face. Yes.
Yeah.
Put me on a cooking show.
How often do you eat seafood? We started, so I would say about maybe twice now.
We recently did twice. Let's stick to the once, because I mean,
okay.
You got to factor that in.
I want to start buying more seafood.
Budgeting, yeah. Protein foods. We're back to this again. Oh no, cheese, peanuts, peas. What do you think?
I mean, we do it. Often.
Yeah, often.
We have cheese a lot.
Yeah.
And milk, and
6+ days per week. Yeah, weekly. Yeah.
Oh, here's the dairy.
This area is kind of this area is important.
You do every day,
but I feel like our family's been struggling in this category a little bit.
Okay, no, can I say something? Michelle and I have been struggling in this category. You and Tommy drink milk about every stinking day, morning, night, noon. I mean, you guys are perfect when it comes to milk.
Yeah.
Your dairy. And we do have cheese, a lot of cheese. The only thing we don't normally do is yogurt.
Yeah.
But I mean, we do milk and cheese pretty much. I would say you guys, but Michelle and I are struggling.
That's why I want to put it on occasionally, because if we're averaging this out to the household, there could be some improvement in that area.
Right.
I feel like
it could be this every day for her and I too.
Yeah.
Now get this though. I used to love milk. White,
Yeah.
Being pregnant with the kids.
Right.
And then once I stopped, I don't drink milk anymore.
Oh yeah.
Even in my cereal. I used to drink it out of the bowl, but I don't.
Wow.
Milk, I don't know. After I got pregnant, I stopped drinking.
The only reason why I don't drink my milk out of the bowl is because I drink so much milk anyway. So usually when I get cereal, I'm like already milked out.
It's so bad.
But I can't do cereal dry though.
It's so bad with Michelle.
Yeah.
She eats plain dry cereal.
Dry cereal, Michelle does? Yeah.
That's how bad she doesn't get milk in her life. Goodness. Low fat. We're all on low fat all the time. We're always 1%.
Yeah.
So this would be often.
Yes. But that was, that's something we've relied on.
We actually went down
that was because, through the years, it's been something we've always
whole
observed.
milk, when the kids were younger.
Right, exactly. We had a lot of whole
And then
milk.
we went down to 2%. And then now just recently, because even your mom's like, you guys still drink that 1%.
Yeah, we've been doing that now for 5 years?
Yeah,
somewhere around
we
that?
started going to 1%.
But that's also because on our own personal research, statistically, from what we have researched, we were told that 1% is the healthier or even skim-free or fat-free. Yeah.
Because actually, what is it? This helps you live a little bit longer.
Apparently, it has something to do with lifespan on your body. We need milk. We do need the milk.
Well, milk is good for your bones anyway.
Yes. Yeah, and there's plenty of online information for that. But moving along.
Which is kind of what we did with our daughter. We had to show her like how important milk is.
Right. Yeah.
It is. No, we don't.
Lactose-free milk?
Never.
See, now I don't know anything about that area of
Never.
Soy milk. I'm not very familiar with that. Yeah.
What would you like to learn more about? Pretty much nothing. I mean, is that not an option?
Let's go to because a lot of people will say, well, to eat healthy, you have to have money. I don't believe that. I will adamantly say this with confidence. I don't believe in that shenanigans. Go ahead and select healthy eating on a budget. Let's do it.
And that's it.
Is this like a select more than one?
Healthy beverage choices. I need that because guess what? I suck at that.
There you go. Me too, because apparently I'm drinking stuff with too much sugar in it. So
right. Meal planning, nah, I think I'm pretty good at that. Dining out and takeout, I don't think we really do much of that.
Yeah.
Because we're broke.
Yeah, so it's a lot of food at home. Yeah.
Grocery shopping tips, I don't need that. Kitchen's time saving.
No, there's like apps for all that.
All right, we're good.
Would you be interested in learning more about sodium, salt, saturated fats, and added sugars? I don't want to know nothing about salt. I think we have a good balance on salt. Mm-hmm. I don't know about added sugars because after that last video we saw from you,
we're a rookie.
We are a rookie? Dang.
That's sad.
We got whooped. Let's take a look at this. Let's break this down. What do we got? I want to see this. I think that shows full. Yeah, okay. We can see it on the stream. How often do you eat from the fruit group?
Apparently never.
Yeah, we're rookies. I would say this is fair.
Oh, we're bad.
We got some work to do.
We got a whole bunch of work.
I mean, hey, we had the often always for the grains, but apparently we need some whole grains in our life. I don't know. But guys, this is something you can try for yourself if you'd like. It's on the U.S. Department of Agriculture website.
Just go to myplate.gov.
Yeah, myplate.gov by the USDA. It's their recommendations. I don't know. What do you think? Tell us what you think. Take a look at it. Give it a shot. See what you think. What your opinion is. Do you think they're crazy? I don't know. I think these are good guides for making healthy decisions in life. If you look at the military diet, it's going to factor in a lot of this with that in it.
Well, yeah, because if you look at it, again, this is it.
Yeah.
So
we don't have much time, but we can this here, you can actually go on My Plate, and they actually have plans broken down by age groups and calorie groups.
This again was for our daughter.
Yeah, so this was for our daughter's calculation. And you can see here how this is her daily consumption, what she should be consuming. 1.5 cups of fruit, 5 ounces of protein, 2 cups of vegetables, 3 cups of dairy, and 5 ounces of grains. So check it out. I think it's useful information, especially for getting yourself healthy. Is there anything else we were...
Yeah, what about the beauty and all that?
Yeah. Let's do that really quick. We've got like 7 minutes. We can do that real quick. Okay. You can do the chart here. So when you go onto the My Plate plan, there's a way you can use their calculator and you can go through, enter your information, see more on that. Yeah, let's do this. So let's switch back cameras here real quick. I got to explain this really fast before we jump into it.
Because I have no clue either.
Yeah. So Jen has not seen these searches. I went through and I wanted to do a search of basically certain words, and I called this the image of self-reflection because
the whole weight and weight management and how we see ourselves, opposed to apparently what the media or the internet
what the world perceives as these terms, as these words.
Yeah.
And so I did a few searches. I did beautiful, beauty, attractive, and handsome. What did you think come up? What's your opinion on what you thought would be showing for beautiful? What's your thought?
See, my thought for that would be beautiful would be like flowers or, of course, some women. Yeah. I would even consider men beautiful. Okay. Babies. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. Well, Mrs. Lady, let's take a look and see what we got. Here's beautiful.
Okay.
So we got predominantly female, right? Female gender here for majority of this, except for like Sean Kingston. Oh, because of the song Beautiful.
Yep, beautiful girls.
Yeah, beautiful girls. Other than that,
and again, look, it got flowers, which it shows.
There's a flower. Yeah.
Which I
here's a landscape.
Which is
house
like
beautiful
scenery.
And a baby.
So the kind of things that I've said.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad.
It looks like predominantly women, right? I think is what we're seeing here.
Women
except for this
or girls.
Beautiful sly man right here.
Women and baby girls, children.
Yeah.
But yes, women for beautiful. Now that is beautiful.
That's a real.
The most beautiful girl in the world, yeah.
Gosh.
I know.
Like I looked at that picture and I do a lot of photography and especially face photography, and wow.
That is beauty.
That's it. That like I'm looking at that like, is that
is
AI?
beauty.
Is that AI? Like what's going on here? So okay. That's beautiful in a nutshell. All right, let's jump to the next one.
Okay.
Got about 3 more minutes here. Next word on the list, beauty. What do you think, honey? What do you think we got for beauty?
Be the same thing.
You think beauty is going to give us this kind of same results as what we just saw for beautiful?
Right.
All right, let's take a look. See what we got.
Okay.
Here's beauty.
Which would be like makeup.
Yeah, you notice that? Kind of transitioned a little bit. It's more specific to
like makeup and women putting on makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got some mixed multicultural.
Which is beautiful, all of them.
Right.
See,
it's all makeup.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Some flowers in the relation of beauty, I guess, and makeup.
Okay.
Yeah. Pigmentation, it's all over the place.
Right, because it's all different, which
all
is
different.
the truth.
It's good to see that. Even ones embracing their body the way God gave it to them.
Yep.
All right, next on the list. Next word on the list.
Now attractive.
Attractive. What do you think? Okay, I got to hear your opinion on this one. What do you think attractive is going to show?
That's kind of hard because you don't know who the person is that is typing in that, because it could be like all attractive women.
What do you mean?
It could, I mean...
But whatever comes up is just a general consensus. This is a brand new Google account that I'm doing this on.
Okay, so attractive...
So it doesn't have much algorithm there.
It's kind of hard because when you say attractive, you would picture men or women, both.
You're thinking a mix. You're thinking a mixture.
A mixture of both.
Of both worlds here, men and women.
Yes. Because I don't know what else would be attractive.
Maybe some babies, right?
Yeah.
In there. Attractive could be...
It's kind of hard.
A good-looking refrigerator? No.
Right. You wouldn't say a refrigerator. You wouldn't say, unless it's a person, you would not be calling something attractive, right? Unless it's a person.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see what we got.
See, a mixture.
Attractive. Okay.
Men and women.
It's men and women. Some teenagers. Right? How men can appear more attractive according to science. Okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know.
So it's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
And then the next one would probably be handsome.
What do you think on that one?
I would think men. More or less all men.
Okay. Handsome, we got maybe some
like
couples.
Right.
Right? And interestingly, I've been seeing a lot of this, like comparison under handsome.
But it's
Look at this.
him, but it's still him. He's the same person.
Right. And here's another comparison. Like photos of comparison, I've been noticing under the term
but what
handsome.
is the female ideal and male ideal?
I have no idea without researching more. We don't have time, but I'm just surprised. Yeah, a lot of that. Okay, so last word, handsome.
Which would be all men.
You think all men? Let's take a look.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the way I perceive it would
mostly
pretty
men.
much be what is looked up as what
some pretty boys in here. And by all due respect, I just mean like literally a pretty boy. Like he's a pretty boy. He's attractive, cute, pretty boy. Like just a young teenager growing in life. And yeah, so I think it's a mixture of everything in here, you know?
Right.
You got some of the older folks in here.
I mean, all of it's correct. Beauty would be women and girls.
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful would be women, girls. Beauty would be more or less makeup, women putting on makeup to show their beauty.
Yeah. This article here, 50 most beautiful men of all time, hot
right.
pictures
See?
of handsome actors. There's a lot.
So they got beautiful and handsome,
and
all
hot
of them,
in
and
there.
hot,
It's just all these zing words all over the place. Well, I guess actors would be a zing word too, right?
All right.
I guess. All right. Well, that's been a fun, exciting episode. I hope everyone has enjoyed our discussion about weight management. Any last words? What do you think, honey? I think...
No, I just think...
Moral of the story is what?
All men
and women. You flipped it on that one.
Come in different shapes and sizes.
Different shapes and sizes. Take care, everybody. Appreciate you for tuning in. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning into M&J's World Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. You can find our podcast on both iTunes and Spotify. If you'd like to see our video podcasts, visit M&J's World on YouTube Podcasts today. New episode out every Friday. If you have questions, comments, or ideas for the show, please email us at mnjpodcasts@gmail.com. Again, that's mnjpodcasts@gmail.com. Until next time, have a great day.